Ali, coming at you on behalf of SAliMyers.com. Okay, today I'm going to begin a new series on my YouTube channel where I break down different celebrities and famous people's numerology. The reason that I was told to do this spiritually is it's a good way to educate you on how numbers work. There's not too much proper education as far as the science of numerology. That's one of the things I came here to do on this planet, was to educate people on the true science of numerology. One of the ways I started learning about numbers is obviously studying myself, my own chart, studying friends and family, but also looking at celebrities and what we call famous people. Very good way to get an education on numerology. So in this series, I'm going to select different celebrities and famous people, break down their numerology chart so you can see how this thing works. If you want me to personally read your numbers or your astrology or your soul, go to my website, SAliMyers.com. If you want to look at learning numerology from me, click on Work With Me and you'll see my numerology course. So the first person that we're going to begin with on this series is Erykah Badu. I want to give a shout out to my Facebook friends, the Subcon community, for recommending Erykah Badu. Had a lot of different names, a lot of different celebrities, but Erykah Badu was the most mentioned and the most liked. So we're going to begin with her. And I think it's fitting too. She's a very unique individual. She's very popular, but she's also very well known in the metaphysical or the conscious community. So I think this is a very good person to start out with. Pardon me. Now on the screen I'm going to have where you see their different numbers. If you're not familiar with the full numerology blueprint, go back into my YouTube videos. I may put a link in the show description showing you the full numerology chart. Also on SAliMyers.com, you'll see the full numerology chart. For the letters, I'm using the Chaldean system. To convert letters over to numbers, you can use the Chaldean or Pythagorean system. Me personally, I rocks with the Chaldean system. So that is the system I use to convert Erykah Badu's name over to numbers. So I'm going to quickly go through her chart and then I'm going to give you a summary of some things that stick out. First off, her full birth name, that's what I'm going by, is Erica Abi Wright. And Abi is spelled A-B-I, Erica is E-R-I-C-A. Her birth date is February 26, 1971. Now, her full numerology blueprints, which consists of 6 numbers, 3 from her name and 3 from her birth date. Her life path is a number 1. Her gift number is an 8. Her attitude number is 1. Her expression number is a 1. Her soul urge number is a 1. And her personality number is a 9. So when I look at numerology, we have 6 numbers, 6 core numbers in our blueprint. But for the most significant numbers, there's 4 numbers. The 4 numbers I look at that are very significant are the day you were born on, your gift number, your life path number, and then your name, your expression number, and your soul urge number. Expression number is taken from your full name. The soul urge is taken from the vows. When you look at Erykah Badu's 4 main numbers, she has 3 1s and 1 number 8. So right there, the 1 energy is very strong with Erykah Badu. Now, the 1 energy has a lot to do with independence and originality. When you look at Erykah Badu's career, she has been very original, also very innovative. Another aspect of the number 1. When you look at 1, a 1 is an inventor, it's an originator, and it likes to be very unique. You see somebody with number 1 in their chart, they're going to have some sort of independence or some sort of originality to them. Since Erykah has 3 number 1s in her main numbers, that gives her she is pushed and drawn to being original. And I think that's probably the most obvious glaring thing when you look at her chart. Like that number 1, 3 out of 4 numbers being a number 1. Also, the number 1 is associated with the sun. The sun in astrology rules Leo. She has a very passionate and somewhat of like look at me kind of style about her. The thing when you're original, it's a sort of a way for you to get noticed too. And with that number one energy, she's very much going to be like very competitive. I know a lot of people, when you look at her personal life, like I'm not all the way certain, but I'm pretty sure she has 3 children by 3 different men. One being Jay Electronica, one being Andre 3 Stacks or Andre Benjamin, and also DOC, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the last dude's name, but she has 3 children by 3 different baby daddies, if you would. And I think looking at her chart, I've never pulled up her chart. I think personally, what happens with her is when she's in a relationship, because she has so many number ones, it would make you either be A, single, or B, you have to be in control. When in our society, it's more accepted for the man to be quote unquote in control. But when you have a strong, dominant woman, it might intimidate some men. One of the jokes that we have in my inner circle is every dude that messed with Erykah Badu, they end up being on some different stuff. When you look at Andre, before he got with Erykah Badu, he was kind of very unique and kind of eccentric. But after he got with Badu, he started wearing different colored toe socks and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I think what it is because she's so impressionable. Because she has a very much like, she impresses. When you deal with her, you have a lasting impression because she is naturally innovative and she puts that into your energy. And what I think is the dudes that's mess with her, Common is another person. After they deal with a being like this, they get influenced and that becomes part of them where they change. You know, one of the things about a 1 is they're very much into leadership and helping people. So I think with her relationships and through her music, she has helped people identify with themselves and become a quote-unquote better person, for lack of better words. She was born in a year of the pig. I look at Chinese astrology also. One of the characteristics of the year of the pig is they deal, any person born in the year of a pig will have a certain vice. Pardon me. Sometimes this vice gets translated over to food, drugs, sex, alcohol, etc. It also can be you're infatuated with learning. I think with Erykah Badu, obviously she is not a dummy. She has gotten a lot of knowledge herself. She's very versed in the different metaphysical arts. She's very, very big into the holistic nutrition and holistic health. And I think with her, she's used that energy as far as being born in the year of the pig, to glutton herself with information. Also, the number 1 deals with a lot of information. So that's why I think that she got a lot of knowledge about various things because 1 is associated with the mind also, or learning. Her gift, I think, is another significant thing. Being born on the 26th, it adds up to an 8. Her gift number being an 8 gives her a lot of power. And it's also the characteristic of an 8 is the ability to merge the physical and the spiritual. It's a very holistic number. That's why the 8 sideways is the infinity sign. Now with her gift is obviously music, helping people through music, because she educates a lot through her music. And when you look at her gift number being 8, for 1, it deals with power, deals with money, deals with manifestation. But look at the 2 numbers that make up the 8. She's born on the 26th, so the 2 and the 6 makes up the 8. And this is a plus degree dealing with numerology, because we always look at things from a single digit unless it's a master number. But double digits have a significant part also, because those are the 2 numbers that give you the single number. So you have a 2, a 6, and an 8. The 2 and a 6 making up the 8 will give her some psychic ability, and it'll also give her a very much like a flowery Venus energy, because 2 is associated with the moon, 6 is associated with Venus, and you put those things together, that's a very nurturing, that's a very soft, that's a very intuitive, that's a very motherly, that's a very much into the arts and beauty. You put that together, she's not one to use brute strength as far as I'm about to body somebody and use my gifts in that way. It's going to be more in a soft approach, more of an artistic approach, more of a non-intimidating approach. So her gift, even though she has all this one energy around her, her gift makes her be able to use her softness, her inner beauty. Because when you look at Erykah Badu, it's an obvious softness and inner beauty behind her, but it's also some power and strength behind her. I think with all the ones resonating with the sun energy being prominent in her chart, but her true gift being that 8 made up of the 2 of 6, it makes her a very eclectic and very balanced person. I don't know her personally, obviously, but I believe that with the numbers and what I'm seeing with her energy, is she is very well balanced. She may be a kind of person that can go to one group, talk about politics with them, go to her homegirls, talk about her dudes and relationships, go to somebody else, talk about sports. I see her being very well balanced in that regard. Pardon me. All right, so let me see what else I can hit y'all with. Looking at her life path. Let's look at her life path, and we'll kind of end it and wrap it up with this. Look at her life path. She's a 1 life path, but she's a 28 life path. So you have that 2 energy popping up again on 2 very significant indicators, her life path and her gift number. The 2 and the 8 makes up her life path. So her life path be a 1, that will always put her in a position where she has to either be independent or she has to be in a leadership role. Remember, the life path is the way your life kind of the ups and downs of your life, how your life kind of unfolds. So with the 2 and the 8 making up that 1, once again, you have that 8, which is strength and power and manifestation. And you have that 2, which is once again nurturing, that motherly aspect about her. So it's no mistake that she has children. That's 1. But it's also no mistake that she teaches her children about holistic ways of doing things. With her, as far as I know, she homeschooled her children. She has a very active role in her children's life because that nurturing aspect, making up that 1, the 2, and the 8, that nurturing aspect also along with the disciplinarian aspect, because the 8 deals with disciplinarian too. You put that together, it makes her someone who wants to have an active, number 1, role in her children's life. So once again, I don't see that being a mistake, that it seems like she is always end up being independent and by herself with her children and having to rear them, raise them, and also educate them. That's sort of the course of her life. And once again, this doesn't just relate to her children, because I believe the dudes that she came in contact with, she gave them a hard education about life and how to find themselves. And I think that's probably the most important thing with her in relationships. I think based on her numbers and what I'm feeling from her, she helps people discover who they are. That's probably one of the easiest things that she does with people, is help them really discover themselves. So this has been Ali. We can go on and on breaking down numbers, but I think we hit on some real important parts for my first video dealing with the celebrities on numerology. So if you want to know more information about myself, or you want to learn numerology from me, go to salimyers.com, click on work with me, and you'll find the information in regards to that. If you have a celebrity or famous people that you would like me to break down, shoot me a message or email me or contact me on my website. Until next time, peace.